Hello everyone, welcome back to the bunker. Last time the ventilation system has gone all the crap, so we have to go down to level 4 and figure it out, and it would help if I had the volume on. Yeah, that'll do it. You may wonder why that happened. Well, I did commentary for this section of the game when I was playing through the first time and forgot to actually save that commentary. And because of that, we're doing this over again. And I had to play through the whole intro to the game again because there is no checkpoints in this game. You play through it, and that is that. There is no come back to chapter 4 and start again. Unfortunately. So, this place looks a little dangerous right now. Steam coming out of the boiler systems. Probably dangerous, and we do have a full body suit on, but I do not think that will quite protect us from what's going on here. Just a forewarning, some sections of this will be black for me, and I
Air filtration unit check.
may not know what's going on.
October 95, 1611. Checked by PJT.
Yeah, PJ's a good guy.
Air filtration unit running okay. Cleaned out and replaced filters. Checked back up just to be sure. Readings are a bit high, but Frank says no need to replace at the moment. Probably just as well. I'm concerned about our stock level of filters for the main unit. We're chewing through them a lot faster than spec says, due to higher outdoor rad than expected. Frank says he'll have a word with Bishop about stocks and sorting out the backup longer term.
Yeah, Bishop
PJ.
seems to try to avoid confrontations and never address problems when they come up, because I mean, there's not really a solution, right? What are you going to do about running out of filters? You can't just go to the shop and get more, right? Also, I suppose you could probably stretch the filters out. There are usually the safety measures for things are way, how do I say it? Really err on being safe to the point of unnecessarily safe, if there is such a thing as that. So you can instead probably stretch things out a little bit further than necessarily listed in the safety procedures. Also, I'm not sure how we spelled engineer initially. It looks like it was an EA, but that's fine. He was a little kid. His schooling probably wasn't quite as good as it should have.
Accident report, date 12th of August 92, 1910, filed by F. Hurley. Ran scheduled test of backup filtration unit. Rad levels way too high on output. Over 500 rem. Red lights across the board. Thought it was a duff filter. Tried a new one. Same.
Sacrificed a Geiger. Stuck it on a rod and ran it round inside the casing.
We've got contaminated dust clogging the lower Higgs duct. God knows how it got in. Might be a hairline, or maybe the filter just couldn't cope with the levels being so much higher than we expected. This is really bad. Without taking this apart, cleaning, resealing, and decontaminating the whole thing, it's useless. We have no backup air filtration system.
Yeah, that's a little scary.
But I can't see how we can do it. We don't have a clean space to do this in. Bishop just shrugs pretty much. Keep it quiet, Frank. You'll only worry people. For fuck's sake. What else isn't he telling us?
And as we've learned from several flashbacks that we've had throughout the game, he's not telling them quite a lot. But as he said, no need to worry, people. The situation's screwed. There's nothing to do to fix it, so whatever. In any case, yeah, our main filtration system is okay, but the backup is completely gone, as that guy kind of mentioned. In any case, we've got a little bit of backstory there. Now it's time to have incredibly loud noises. Very fun. And we have to do with, I believe, when the manual said, and turn off the main pressure valve. This is a dangerous prospect. More dangerous than you would think. I mean, for one thing, we have to click this button a lot. I mean, that's always a dangerous situation. And right now I'll be commenting on what's happening, but the screen is black for me. I assume he's turning the valve and all the steam is cutting off. Because whenever I come back, all the steam is gone. So, it's a pretty safe assumption, I assume. Fortunately for you fine folks, I will have provided you with the video footage from somewhere. I really need to make sure I credit the person I'm going to be getting this footage from. I'll make sure to do that in the video description. In any case, it's time to check them filters. At least one of them is bad, as indicated by that amazing Geiger counter. Just so you know, if your Geiger counter is making noise that rapidly, it's probably bad. However, that metal door was stopping the radiation, so it's probably alpha or beta radiation. And that means that the suit probably does stop that. There's not much penetration power in alpha and beta radiation. For instance, alpha radiation is stopped by a piece of paper. Yep. And most beta radiation is stopped by a suit as big as we're wearing. So, good call on the safety procedures.
The spare filters.
I thought I saw a thing I saw a thing to click there, sorry. That's a good old. Go ahead and get it back in there. Just that easy. No problem at all. I don't know why you need a degree in engineering to run this thing. It seems like it's pretty easy to maintain. Not really. These are only very, very basic issues. If anything more severe happens, I don't think there's going to be a training manual that will help us fix the situation. In any case, now we can turn on the main pressure valve again. Isn't that fun? Well, not really, because as it turns out, this place is not a OSHA approved workplace environment, as you would be seeing now, and as I saw last time. This time it's black. That ladder's not properly secured, and because of that, we're gonna have a bad time. Yeah, and from the sound I'm hearing here, I believe that bad time has just happened. We apparently completely turned off the ventilation system, which is probably a bad idea. And we have broken our arm quite badly. Now, I'm not quite sure if you guys are aware, but breaking your arm this badly typically make you go into shock, so our fine protagonist here is not having a good time. And your arm is typically not supposed to bend that way. FYI, a little medical advice for you fine people. If your arm does bend that way, you should probably see a doctor. Unfortunately, there are no doctors. There's only us. I believe our mother was a doctor, but she's slightly dead, and even though this is creeping her body around like that is as creepy as in Psycho, I don't believe the ghost of our mother will be able to provide us with sound medical advice, even with us hallucinating like this. So all we can do is click this button and get up the stairs. We do, fortunately enough, have a medical bay right next to where we used to live, or where we do live, I guess. It's felt like so long since we've been there and everything's been normal that it seems like it's in the distant past. Okay. Come on, dude. we have more button clicking to do. Let's do it. There it is. And no problem, see? Now we get to go through the fun bit of having to take the suit off with a broken arm. And yeah, okay. This is most unfortunate because if this is happening, I do believe the bone has pierced the skin, and that is as he is doing with his fine acting here of that's acting right there, people. Not worried about having the spit come out of your mouth. Having your bone sticking through your arm is quite painful. I've already played through this section once, and that still is like just. Yeah, first things first, we need to get us some pure O2 going through our system. It'll help calm us down. Yeah, just breathe it in. Calm yourself. There you go, man. Alright, recovering from shock. No problem. Okay, still a problem, actually. I was wrong. Still a very huge problem. Okay, we gotta do it. Let's just, yeah.
This place probably looks like a sieve. No one thought there'd be a real war.
She can't have had her white cell count so low yesterday, and then so high today. I just don't understand it. And she's no better.
Bleeding, vomiting, diarrhea, liver failure, it's got to be.
It can't be radiation sickness. Look, these results.
Of course it can. This place probably leaks like a sieve. It was built by the lowest bidder. No one thought there'd be a real war. No British upset that we'll be safe here, but honestly, George, do you believe him?
I don't think I would.
No, don't worry. We've all been under a lot of pressure. Margaret, where's the Lindane ointment?
I think that top left. You and Evelyn had it for Mrs. Harrison.
Yes, but there were 2 unopened bottles there on Monday. We have to keep on top of the stock. We can't have...
What is it?
Nothing.
Can't imagine anyone will be stealing this stuff. Okay, so hopefully there's some kind of pain meds in here or something. Actually, no, there's not. There's apparently no pain medication, but there is artichoke. We can take, I guess, artichoke pills for some reason. Now we can check out what this Lindane solution is that the guy mentioned, and it'll kind of tell us what's going on here. Lindane is gamma hexachlorocyclohexane. I think I said that right. It's topical treatment of licensed scabies in patients who have failed to respond to adequate doses or are intolerant of other therapies. Do not get it in your face, eyes, nose, or mouth. You have to flush with water if you do, and you need to seek medical attention if you ingest it, because Lindane does not also... Blah, 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 I can speak. Do not apply Lindane topical to open cuts or wounds. Doing so could cause too much medication to be absorbed by the body, which could be very dangerous. Do not store this at higher than room temperature, because it's highly dangerous. So we probably don't need that, because I think pouring that in our open wound, as the bottle said, would be a bad idea. However, we can do this at least. Make a little splint for our arm here. Out of scissors and a ruler. This is fine. It's okay. This will be great. And once again, black screens. However, I know what's happening. He's just wrapping his arm with the bandage, and it's going fairly slow because, of course, it's quite painful. It's okay, dude. We can power through it. We got this. Not really. But in any case, this should be it. After this, the bandaging should be done. And we will have to get out of here. Because as I said, and as the readings in the boiler room downstairs said, yeah, there we are. The radiation levels in the air are getting extremely high because the filtration system is completely off. And our nice little gamma detector here is, or Geiger counter rather, is letting us know, yeah, basically what the screen's saying. All filtration is off, and we need to get out. Because the rad level is at lethal levels. That many rads in the air, as we learned earlier from our chalkboard, is incredibly deadly. Now we're in the chapter titled Radiation. Sounds good. Sounds like a good time's going to be had by everyone involved, which is just us, because everyone else is dead. Or are they? They are. However, our memories of them are not dead. And as it turns out, we've been in this staircase before, somehow.
Keep your damn...
What are you doing? You're supposed to stay...
Or we'd all be dead.
I was just exploring.
Oh, John.
I want that door sealed shut immediately.
For Christ's sake, Margaret. Keep your little shit in his quarters before he explores the wrong place and gets us all killed.
Seal that door immediately!
Yeah, so he doesn't care for us very much, and I think if push came to shove and the first emergency came up, I believe he'd probably try and get rid of us. Which now obviously didn't work because we're still alive here. Okay, we're going to be cutting off after this next step, but I do know I can see into the future, and I can tell I did not go down this hallway. And I think it would be interesting to see what happens down here. Because as he mentioned, it seems like one of the exits is down this hallway. But the door was sealed. And I can't. Great.
Shut.
Yep. It's been
PJ.
shut.
Please put the oxy tanks back in the cupboard and lock it when you're done with the weld. I don't need Bishop on my back about this as well. Be sparing with fuel. We'll need to cut ourselves out again someday, God willing. This is overkill and a waste of oxy, but we'll keep him happy. Well, if happy is something he's capable of. Frank.
That's definitely not what this text says. And that's definitely not what this says either. Oh well, that's fine. I can forgive that. And of course, as he said, the door is bolted shut, so there's nothing we can do. In any case, I believe that will be that. That's... Yep, we do have to get out of here. That's it for this portion, everyone. Thank you all for joining me, and we will continue next time with our attempts to escape the deadly radiation leaking into the bunker. I'll see you all then.